It was a day that started pretty well. The first 10 minutes were pretty good, but after that, it turned into a pretty tough day.
Yeah, it weren't very good. They were very good. So, look, take nothing away from East Fremantle. I thought they were much cleaner with the ball, obviously much more efficient, kicking at goal, and probably when the conditions deteriorated for a while, they're probably tougher than us. Yeah.
It's easy to point at kicking a goal, but the way they played didn't allow you to play the style of footy that you've been able to play for most of the year as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we had probably 6 or 7 running in, unpressured. You miss them. It's deflating for the team. I think we kicked 1 goal 12 in the second and third quarter. So, we certainly didn't play well and didn't deserve to win the game. But you got to convert, I think, to keep yourself in the game when things aren't going your way.
You mentioned toughness. That's been a strong suit of the team for most of the year now. Is it something that you hope is just a one-off and you can learn from it and build on it now in the second half of the year?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you look at trends and a pattern, you would say that we've been consistently pretty good in that area, but we were well down today, and that's across the board. We're really poor. We were clearly beaten in that area. So, it's something we've got to address and be much better at before our next chance.
Talking about trends, it's 13 times now that the visiting team in the Fremantle derbies won. Does it start to go to a point where you start to wonder why that's happening?
Not really. I don't think it had any real bearing on today. They came, they challenged, they had a few key personnel out, but they were tougher, played better as a team, I reckon, and deserved their win.
Coming off a break, did you feel like it might have hurt your momentum a little bit? Sometimes it's a bit tricky to get the bye right, just how to handle it to make sure that you come out ready to go.
No, not really. We did the same as what we did for the first bye, and we won that one. So I think we played 6 or 7, 6 maybe, CF's maybe 7 in a row leading in. So I think the bye came at a pretty good time, but clearly we weren't prepared for today.
It's easy to maybe overreact to a loss. The fact is you're still on top of the ladder and you've still had a great start to the year. So do you make sure you do remember those positives?
Yeah, for us it's the midpoint of the year, so we play 10 games. So we'll have a bit of a mid-year review and see what we're doing well, what we can do better, what's fallen away, what opportunities there. So, but clearly there's some guys that probably haven't taken their chance, and especially the last couple of weeks, and we still got some consistent form in the twos level. So we just got to get back, train hard, and prepare better for our next chance.
Losing Blaine Johnson didn't help because he was in great form before the bye, and he started this game pretty well before he hurt his hamstring.
Yeah, not ideal, but Jono's been pretty good for us, but I don't think he's a 8 or 9 goal. Didn't make an 8 or 9 goal difference in the game. So we've got to be better than that. We've been pretty lucky with our injuries. So I don't think at this level losing one player hurts you that much. You should be able to cover it. But our ball use was poor. And we knew that if your ball use is poor against these guys, that they'll certainly make you pay at the other end. They did.
Do you know how severe his injury is at this point, and will Josh Pullman be back after the bye?
Yeah, I think Josh will be available, no doubt. And don't know about Blaine. So it's a low-grade hamstring, so we're not sure. We'll just have to wait and see.
State game now on Saturday. Would you expect the majority of your guys that are in the squad to play, or do you just wait and see, or what are you expecting?
Yeah, look, I'm not on the selection panel, so I'm not sure. If you're going on form, our guys, probably most of them been a bit patchy. So, look, I think Tim Kelly definitely deserves to play, and you would think probably Hamsy would be a certainty. You would think, but it's up to, I guess, what the selectors think will win the game for him.
Speaking of Ashton, it was another tough day for him. He got closely checked again, where an opponent was willing to sacrifice his game to shut him down. Are you happy with how he's fighting through that, or does he need to work his way through it better? And he lost his cool a couple of times again today.
I mean, clearly we'd like him to be better than he was today, and have more of an impact on the game. But it's pretty hard when you've got a player, and he's had it a couple of times the last few weeks, where his opponent really doesn't have any intention of either winning the ball or doing anything other than stopping him. So it's pretty hard.
3 times.
Yeah. So I mean, it's pretty hard when you have an opponent that really doesn't want to do anything other than stop you. So we've tried a few things to bounce him around. Didn't really work today. So we'll have to have a chat and work out something that obviously works better for us and for Ash.
Every game's a big game, but now I think you got Peel after the state game. They've won I think 3 in a row. They're not too far behind you on the ladder now, so it's another big game. But we seem to say that every week.
Yeah, I mean, they're all big. You just want to win. First focus is to win 12 as quick as you can, and then you certainly qualify. We're well short of that, so we've got some work to do. We've got a week off, obviously with the state game, which gives us 5 sessions to train and get better. And Peel were pretty good against us a couple of weeks ago, so it'll be a big test for us.
Thank you.